We've been working really hard on this for the last couple of years. We produced a strategy, co-produced it with the university sector, and it's going well. We all know the challenges that are faced in the international recruitment space, but we had a kind of stock take last week, and I think there was a real sense of achievement amongst all the partners. Now, we're not complacent in any way, because we know that the threat from immigration policy in the UK is real. And it's not just the policy, it's sometimes the rhetoric itself is enough to send a schism through international markets. But I'm a little bit uncomfortable about the way that we always talk about international students as a commodity, and of course the income from international students is important, we don't hide from that. But these individuals enrich our universities, they enrich our communities, and I think we've got to be careful not to get too focused in on the monetarisation of this, and remind ourselves of the benefits there are to our communities of having international students and staff coming to Scotland.
And so you touched on this, but why are international students and international education, why are they so important to Scotland?
Well, they bring an enormous benefit to our country, and I think we've not been good enough at telling that story. And that's where this kind of narrative has prospered around international students are bad for local economies. They take up flats, they take up accommodation that will be available to. I think we've collectively, whether that's politicians or the people who work in the sector, have to really get much better at telling the story about the benefits that come from international students. And of course, I want to be greedy here. I'm not just talking about recruiting international students. I want to be in a position where we can persuade these individuals to stay in Scotland beyond their studies and be able to facilitate that.